On this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to install tile on already existing tile inside your bathroom or your kitchen. So make sure you stay tuned. Hey there friends, welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, consider pressing the subscribe notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. So just to give you a quick backstory of why we're going in reverse order, we hired contractors that didn't know how to install the bathroom tile to where the shower area was going to be. So we ended up removing that area to save costs, and we replaced it with a shower pan. Now that we got the shower pan all installed, now it's time to install the shower tile all around this shower pan. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take some measurement on everything that we need to fill out, because we're going to be replacing it with cement board. Now it's time to cut the cement board. So notice the smooth side, which is on the underside or the back side of the cement board, is used for mastic, and this rough side is going to be for mortar. We're going to be using this rough side up here. There's two ways that I can show you how to cut this cement board, and that's by scoring it, box knife. Scoring means you go run it along the same lines 3 to 5 times until you can snap it, just kind of like if you're cutting drywall, and it's very taxing on your wrist. So what I suggest, and what probably is the easiest, is using an oscillating tool like this by using a diamond cutter. If you need a diamond cutter and this oscillating tool or any tools that I use within this video, I'll leave all the links on the description down below. Like anything, when you're using power tools, I highly suggest that you use a respirator, hearing protection, and your eye protection. Make sure that you label each cement board so that you know exactly where it's gonna go according to the map that you drew. So now that I got the cement board all fitted and installed there, now it's time to screw it on with this bacaron. This is for use for cement boards, and this is 1 inch and 5/8. Notice how they're specifically made for waterproofing for bathrooms, okay, and kitchens as well. We are going to be joining all the joints with this mold resistant mesh tape. I'm going to lay it so that this mesh is touching the old existing. So you can make a lip just like this. Now you have the mesh touching the new and butting in with the old on the edges. So there you have it. We've applied the mesh tape all on the seams, on the sides. So that transition to the old to the new. There we have it. I do have it touching the shower pan as well, because we're going to apply now thin set on all the butt joints and all the connections. So now let's go mix up some mortar thin set. Now we're going to mix up some thin set. Now that we got that mixed up, we're going to wait 5 minutes and then we're going to mix it up again. So now I got the thin set mix. You want it to have like a peanut butter texture like consistency, and you have at least 2 hours of working time for this. So I'm just going to be using my drywall knife. This is a 4-inch that I've been using, so it's just perfect for applications. Now we're just going to apply it throughout all the joints and where all we put the mesh tape. Here's a little tip. If you have a drywall pan like this, it's a lot easier to apply this stuff, and you can easily scrape the edges of this for precision work. For this part, my 4-inch knife is a little too wide to get in there, so I'm gonna have to end up using my mini 1.5-inch paint scraper so that I can get some on the top portion of where the tile is. I'm taking just a huge chunk of thin set right here. Push it in there so that it will feed onto all the gaps. Load up on those gaps. Make sure there's no gaps like this. If you get something like this, just wipe it down right away. Now that we put the thin set on all the joints, and we're just gonna wait for this to dry for a few hours. All nice and dry. Everything is now ready to apply this Aqua Defense. This is a waterproofing membrane. If you're interested on this, I'll leave a link on the description down below. Paintbrush and a roller to apply this. I masked off the old tile along with the bottom as well and the edge of the shower pan so that we can't get any waterproofing on there. Now, since I'm installing new and butting it up to the old tile, I'm really focusing on the top right here where there's a butt joint. And I want that to be nice and sealed. So I'm gonna put a lot of waterproofing up there so that I know for sure no water will be able to penetrate there, just in case it breaks through the grout or tile. It's totally up to you if you want to put a second coat. This should be good for me. Before it fully dries, I'm going to take out the masking tape. It's kind of like paint when you're painting something and you put masking tape over it. If you start peeling it when it fully dries, there's a possibility that that paint or this water barrier membrane could peel off with it. So you want to do it when it's still wet. Let this dry for 12 hours and then we are ready to tile. I'm going to be cutting my tile. I'm going to be using this Project Source 7-inch tile wet saw. So if you're interested on the same saw that I'm using, it's very portable, easy to use. I'll leave the link on the description down below. So just do the same thing when mixing the mortar. Mix it, wait 5 minutes, then mix it again till you get a peanut butter-like consistency. We're going to use our notch trowel. Be applying this leveling system right on the side right here. Obviously I can't apply the leveling here because I can't put it between the old tile to the existing. Just use your level. We're going to be using these spacers. This one. The other half of your leveling system. And that should even out. I'm taking my shim here and just running it between the cracks to take out the excess thin set. So now we applied the tile, we applied the thin set, we put the spacers, we put these levelers. It's easy now to just kick these out. You can relieve stress just by kicking these out like this. You can save these, just throw away the connectors and save the spacers. Clean out the excess thin set between the cracks before we go start grouting. You want to make sure this is clean. The grout that I'll be using is this Maypay. It's great for unsanded and sanded grouts. Just make sure that you're using the right one per the tile that you're going to be using with. So the consistency that you're trying to get is a peanut butter like consistency. After you mix it, let it wait for 5 minutes and then you can use it. So the tools that you need is a bucket of water, a grout float, sponge. Okay, now take some of the grout and just press it and feed it between the cracks, just like that. So we got everything grouted. Now it's time to clean up all the excess. I'm going to take my sponge, wet it, wipe it around, and then use my microfiber towel to clean up the rest. Take a nice clean microfiber towel. I'm going to do some touch up by drying up and cleaning out any haze that we might see nice and clean. So notice how the grout lines is a little darker than what it is on the previous one. You gotta let this set for about 3 hours. I would let it set overnight just to make sure everything is nice and dry and it won't crack on you. But that's pretty much it. So there you have it, friends. That's how you connect new tile to old tile. Whether you're replacing your old shower tile onto a shower pan, or you're replacing any damaged tile that you have. That's how easily you can do it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section down below. I'll be very glad to answer any of your questions. And if you have any suggestion, please leave it in the comment section down below as well. If you found this video super helpful, friends, please hit that big thumbs up, press the subscribe notification bell. Make sure you stay tuned because I have more videos onto this bathroom project. Stay tuned. I'll show you how to plumb our vanity, our shower, our bathtub, and also how to put the glass over this shower pan. So stay tuned for all this, and thank you so much for staying tuned to this bathroom renovation series. I'll see you in the next episode.